Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem HaKadosh.
So I'm not saying wrong. Well, can I just...
All praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem HaKadosh. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. It means He is. Yahushai is the name of His Son. It means He is who saves. HaKadosh is the name of the Holy Spirit in Hebrew. Oops. Didn't know if you would see my face. Bible study. Matthew 24. Just going to go through this. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple. Yahushua went out and departed from the temple. And the disciples came to him to shew him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, See not all these things, verily I say unto you, there shall not be one left here, one stone, not be left here one stone upon another, that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming at the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto him, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumours of wars. See ye, be not troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation. This is where we are right now, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then many shall be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and stand and deceive many. And because of iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So because there's going to be a lot of crime, a lot of bad behaviour, then people aren't going to trust each other, and there's going to be coldness to each other, no trust, no love. But he shall that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. And the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. That's where we are now. It's going out by the unicorn. And then the end shall come, when ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. I'm really grateful, first of all, to the prophets of GMS, just being able to break down the scriptures, because I've grown up with the Bible in my life, all my life, and I haven't really ever had an explanation that makes sense. You see, let's have a look at signs in the heavens. This is just a state for where we are in now, and let's see moth and worm corrupt. Isaiah 51:8. For the moth shall eat them up like a garment, and the worm shall eat them up like wool, but my righteousness shall be forever, my salvation from generation to generation. That's to say that, all Israel shall be saved eventually. The 2/3 are going to maybe perish on this side of the kingdom, or before the kingdom, but after the kingdom they shall be saved. Hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my law. Fear ye not the reproach of men, neither be ye afraid of their revilings, for the moth shall eat them up like a garment. So we don't really need to worry about what other people think, or what these great people, they don't last long. And today I'm on the grounds of a very big estate. I think it's a 500-acre estate, all belongs to one man and his wife. Very beautiful. But we were just talking with my children, and we were just saying that it's actually quite ridiculous, the thought of owning land. You can never own land, because at the end of the day, the life of a man is for a moment. If anything, the land owns you. You come from the earth and you return to it. Let's talk about treasures in heaven. See if I can get that scripture. can't remember whether it gets that scripture, but the scripture goes along the lines of saying where your heart is, that's where your treasure is, or where you build your treasure, that's where your heart is. Matthew 6:19, lay not yourself treasures upon earth, where the moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So we're kind of reminded to always keep our mind on having treasure, put our attention and our focus on our daily lives into doing the will of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, and making sure that, because the apostles and the elders and of all the wise camps have put themselves out week after week, doing videos, doing lessons, answering questions, protecting and upholding the ministry and the gospel, and for them their focus, and that's where their heart is, and that's all the effort has given them a strong relationship, I guess, to this truth. Whereas if you're spending more of your time working and trying to deal with your mortgage and your house and your fast car, it'll be harder to let go of these things. And knowing the mystery of faith, faith is hope for things that I'm gonna paraphrase it, but faith is hope for things that not seen, is believing that on top of all of this stuff there's a higher spiritual cause, a higher spiritual power. It builds faith, laying yourself up for treasures in heaven. Last thing I'm going to talk about is dismayed at the signs of heaven, the heathen. Let's get heaven. Jeremiah 10:2. Thus saith the Lord, know not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, but the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, and work hands and workmen with their axe, they deck it with silver. And this is going into Christmas, but just understanding that the heathen are dismayed at all the stuff that they're seeing in the skies. They're perplexed. It troubles them deeply, and it's nice to, but us being in the truth and having, oh my God, having that, being so, having that mercy laid upon us, so that the seal could be that there was someone worthy of opening the seal, that we could even read and understand the law again after we turned our back and done so many bad things. Is such a beautiful thing. And when we see these signs in heaven, these UAPs or whatever, we understand what's going on with them. We are not dismayed as the heathen are. Anyway, I'm going to shut off there. Keep pushing, we're almost home. Shalom.